Learn how to create university course enrollment form from this video. Maybe you have a university and you want to create a form that your students will use to enroll in a particular course. This video walks you through on how to do that. The first step you need to take is to open your browser. It can be Microsoft Edge, Chrome, or any other browser, but here, let's work with Microsoft Edge. As the browser opens, visit forms.microsoft.com. Look at the web link here, forms.microsoft.com. I'll press Enter key of my computer keyboard. Once you're on this interface, you will see the new Form tab and you will see the new quiz. Alright, and you see the quick import. If you have the structure of the form you want to create already, alright, I recommend you go with this. Then you start adding them block by block. But even if you don't have the structure, or you won't have the structure, you can still go with this registration and edit the information to suit the structure you have already. So since we are talking about the course registration form, I will go with this registration for me to see some templates. Alright, once this page opens, you will see an interface that looks like this. And by the side, you see some registration forms that you can use. And what you are interested in this case is university's course enrollment form. Alright, it falls under the registration category. So let's go with this. I'll click on it. Now this has opened on a page that looks like this. And Copilot is integrated inside this my own Google form, so it's analyzing to know what one or two things it can improve. Alright, you can see here it says I have 5 suggestions to your form. You can view details to know what suggestions it wants to give to you. Alright, once you see everything, you can do what? Click here and implement it into the form. But let's walk straight here. Now you can see university course enrollment form as a title. If maybe your university name is called Win Tech, you can edit this place, okay, by clicking on that spot and then insert the name. So mine reads Godwin Tech University course enrollment form. Yeah, it's telling me that this enrollment is not correct, but it is correct because that is the way it's spelled in the United States English. All right, so let's forget about that. So enrollment form, sorry. Okay, so Godwin Tech University course enrollment form, that's the major title. Then date, the date of you are opening that form will be generated automatically. All right, but if you don't want to have this date, please click and delete everything because I don't know when I will issue this form to another person. So I don't care about the date, okay? Then here it says the purpose of this form is to encourage students to register for a course before ahead, all right, and help teachers prepare for the class. All right, I like this caption here. So, but if you want to insert something different, click here and insert your own text. So once you're done with editing a particular part of the form, click out here and everything is saved. Then let's take a look at the background. Does this blend with what you want to create, the kind of the course enrollment form you want to create? If it doesn't blend, you can change it. All right, so what you need to do is to click on Style tab. By clicking on Style tab, you will see layout section. Look at the layout we are working with here, or this one here. Okay, but if you want a different layout, it will adjust all these text here to different way, in a different way. You can click on any, but I'm okay with the layout. Then let's talk about the background picture. This one is selected. If you want a background picture with a video, all right, background with a video, you click on this video. You can see the video icons on these ones. All right, or if you want a different picture, you go with this, all right, or this, or this. Or if you have a customized picture of your image of your choice, just click on customize, all right, and customize everything where you want it. But I'm okay with the one chosen by default, so I'll close this by clicking on this. So let's get to the next section. Then personal information, that's section 1. and we have section 2, and we have let's check to know if we have another section here. Okay, we have section 3. If you feel a particular section is not necessary, what you need to do is to click on the 3 dots and you can remove section. All right, so just section. All right, our section and questions, please, is your choice. Okay, but here let's work with what we have here because I'm cool with that. So let's get to the beginning of this form again. I have a student number, yes or no. So if the person has a student number, he or she has to answer. But if you are not okay with that first question, you can do away with it. So I'll click here and for it to open. Okay, you can see it has opened this page and I can delete it. Please, I don't want to have this kind of question in the form, so I'll click on delete icon and it is gone. Then student ID number, beautiful. So the student should give me the ID number. And if you notice something, when I deleted that first one, this one took the number 1 on the list. Then student first name, student last name, student date of birth. So if maybe you feel like, oh, student first name, student last name, you can just change this, click here and say full name. So I inserted the information full name instead of first name and second name or last name. Then this is required, is compulsory. All right, so if you don't want that to be compulsory, please toggle on this button, just click on it and it will go off. Okay, you will not see the asterisk button again. So once you're done with this, click out for everything to be saved automatically. Then student last name, we don't need this again because you have chosen full name. I'll click on this and click on delete and it's gone. Then birth date, that's beautiful. All right, but before this birth date, I think we need an email address. And what we need to do now is to add another part test requesting for email address. You can call it another module. So for you to do that, scroll to the bottom of the page. Since we are using a custom form, all right, click on a template. So click on add question. Then choice is selected, but it's going to be choice is maybe you want to ask yes or no or choose from the 2. All right, but here let it be a test because I want to request for email address. I'll click on test. Then I can type email address. Okay, after that, is it compulsory? Yes, it's compulsory, so the required option is toggled on. Is it going to be a long answer? Okay, maybe some people have long email, so I can check this box. Okay, toggle it on for it to be long. Then I'll click out. Now that I have clicked out, this cannot be number 18, so I have to push it to be among the first answers I need. All right, so what you need to do is to take your cursor to where you have these 6 dots. All right, press and hold on the left button of your mouse and drag up. That is how you move a question from one spot to another. So this is 16 here under, so this means this is going to be question 15. So you keep on dragging that until you get to that position you want it to be. All right, so I'll take my cursor here and push up again. So let's keep pushing. So I will do the remaining one at the back end for us to continue. So I pushed to this level and I have to push up again. So I will take my cursor here. Then I want it to be, will I say after date of birth? Okay, no, let it be after full name. Okay, so let's see if we got it correct. You can see it's now number 3 after full name. All right, then email address follows birth date and which gender do you identify as? This, you can see woman, you can see man, you can see no binary, you can see prefer not to say. Please, I want to edit this. So I'll click on this and okay, I'll click on it again. It didn't open before. And I will delete. If you want to delete any of the answers, any of the multi-choice answers, please take your cursor here, click. Once you take your cursor to any spot in those options, you see the delete icon. Click on it. All right, so I will edit this. Click here and select male and female. These are the 2 major genders I need. I don't need any other one. You can see Copilot is suggesting some things for us, the AI tool. I'll click on this. Okay, that means I'm going to delete this one. Okay, so male and female are the 2 major answers we need. If you're creating major multiple choice and you want to add another option, please click on add option. All right, but here we just need these two, and it's compulsory, it's required. So we don't want any multi-choice. So with this, I'm okay with this one. I'll click out. Are you an international student? So just go through the form, delete anything you don't want to have there, modify it the way you want it, and you're good. For example, this side, section 2, academic background. I have to edit this because I don't need all these options on that. So I will get here, I'll delete this. I'll take my cursor here, delete button will show, I will select it, and I will delete this as well. So I just need these major options: elementary, middle school, high school, college certificate, and university degree. These are the four options I need. Okay, and it's compulsory, it's required. So I'll click out. Another thing you may like to do before you start sharing the form is to take a look at how the form will be when it is sent to the students. Okay, and for you to do that, you click on preview. All right, so on clicking on preview, you'll be shown this is the first page you will see, and you can see start now. So click on start now. So you can see this is where they will start filling, and some are considered compulsory and some are not considered compulsory. So, and after that, they have to click on next to get to the next question until they are done. The other questions until they are done with filling of the form. So let's get back. So I'm back to this place. All right, so other things you may like to check is the settings, but for me, settings is always okay every time. So I don't need to do anything much. I've talked about preview, then view responses. Once this form is created, it will be at the home. So anytime you want to know the number of students or people that have submitted, once you visit forms.microsoft.com, you will see it, click on it. Once it opens like this, click on view responses. So when you click on view responses, you see the number of people that have submitted, all right, their email addresses and their detail. Then you will screen down to know the ones you're going to, accept. So that's that. Then we have to generate link that we use to send it to the students. And for you to generate link, you click on collect responses, okay? And you can click on copy link, all right? Once the link is copied, you can send it to their email address or any channel you want to use. But the link is usually too long by default, so you can shorten it by clicking on shorten link, then click on copy link, because this one is the shorter form of it, and then you can send it to them on to their email addresses, whether Gmail, Outlook, or custom email addresses. It will go. So we have some other options here. For example, if you want to share the form on Facebook for everybody to apply, you click on Facebook, follow the on-screen guide, and then you share it on the platform. We have X. Maybe you want to share it on X. Click, follow the on-screen guide, the form will be shared on X for everybody to, that come across it to be able to fill. Or if you want to send you the email addresses from here, you click here and type the email addresses here. So let me send to contact.godwintech@gmail.com. It has shown up under here. I'll click on it. So if I want to add more students, I'll keep on adding more email addresses. It doesn't mean it must be a Gmail email address. It can be a company email address, custom email address, or even Outlook or Hotmail, all right, or iCloud email. It will go through. Okay, so once you're done with filling all this, the next step is to click on send. So the person will get it since we are sending through email. But if you're not sending through email, copy the link and send to them. This has been sent to contact Godwin Tech, so he will get it from his end. If this content helps, consider subscribing, hit the like button, and leave a comment in the comment section so that YouTube recommend this video to more people. You can check out this video to learn how to create another type of form in Microsoft Forms. Thank you, and see you some other time.